Hey, welcome to A Mind for Life. We are back on the guitar side. Today we are doing Choosey Lover by the Isley Brothers. Awesome song by Ernie Isley, the legendary Ernie Isley himself on lead guitar. All right, Choosey Lover by the Isley Brothers. And we're going to jump right in to the song here. As you can see, we are on the Schecter Apocalypse here with the Sustainiac. Okay, and my Sustainiac is going to be on. It's going to be on. You will not find this tutorial anywhere else, I guarantee you. If you find this tutorial in depth like this, put it in the comments section. I looked and looked, I couldn't see it. We need tutorials like this. All right, so let's just jump right into this one. I'm going to do it by section so you guys can break it down and learn it by sections. First, we're on the 14th fret of the high E string. All right, so what are we doing right there? So we are on the 14th fret of the high E. We're bending up a whole step. This is that long bend they start with, okay, guys? This is the long bend. And this is where the Sustainiac is cool because I don't have to overdrive the amp. So hold that out straight, no vibrato. Then you come back again with vibrato. The second time you come just like that with vibrato, same thing. And then the third time, so what you're doing is see that right there? So you're doing that. All right, so bending up that whole step again. Is this when you want to hear you come back to pitch? Hammer on. Okay. When you get to this, if you need to, if your sound is dying out, you can pluck the string again if you want to, just to continue the strength of the sound. If you get enough drive, you don't have to do that, but back to pitch. Hammer on, pull off, hammer on, all between the 10th and the 14th frets. You slide up to the 9th fret on the high E string. Remember that. See it? Then you hammer right down the 12th fret. Okay, of the high E. So that bend, you're going to bend up a whole step. And when you bend up your whole step, you're going to get the vibrato at the top of the bend on the second bend. All right. Let me say this about Ernie Isley style, very, very important. He utilizes his bends in a very kind of bluesy way. So you got to make sure when you bend up to pitch that you put your vibrato at the apex of the bend and you bend up slow as you can within the time of the song, okay? See that, what I did there? You're at the 12th fret, you're going to bend up a whole step again. When you come back to pitch, you just pluck that note again. Back to the 9th fret of the high E. Back to the 12th fret of the high E. That's all you're doing right there. So what you're doing is you're doing a trill between the 9th and the 12th frets of the high E string. Hammering on at the 12th fret of the B string. Back to the 9th fret of the high E string. You see the bend again right there, the 12th fret of the B string. 12th fret of the B, 9th fret of the high E. Then you're back to the 12th fret of the B string. Okay, let's do that again. Same thing when you practice those slow bends. Now we're going to go into a cluster of notes. It's kind of like a flurry of notes, and we're going to break it down and go slow. So that's your first little cluster within the cluster. You're at the 12th fret of the, the 9th fret of the high E string, 12th fret of the B, 9th fret of the B. Okay. Now from there, a bluesy bend from the 11th to the 13th fret on the G string. See that? That's the kind of move that really is. So you're bending here, 9th fret of the B, 12th fret of the B. So all right, pull back off to the 9th fret of the B string. Now we're going to go back into the second cluster within this. You hear that? It starts out the exact same way. You just go to a different place. So you're going to bend that bluesy bend on the G string from the 11th to the 13th fret. And you're going to go straight out on the 9th fret right there from the B to the high E string. Now when you come back off the high E, back to the B on the 9th fret. So, and then you do a little trill thing between the 9th and the 12th fret of the B string. 2 times. Okay, so let's put the first little cluster with the second one. You see that? That's your third one in there. So there's 3 little clusters in there. It's almost exactly the same as the second time through. It just goes to a little bit different place. So that is exactly the same as before. You're bending the 11th to right there to the 13th on the G. You're going in between you're at the 9th fret, but you're going from the B to the E, back to the B. Hammer on right there with your pinky at the 12th fret of the B string. See? Now you're going to jump to the high E on the 9th fret to the 12th fret of the high E. All right, that's that last one again. So all 3 of those clusters within the cluster like this. Okay. Hear that note? That's gonna come right after that third cluster. So all right, so this is what we're gonna deal with right now. So you listen to the record, you'll hear him stop right there, and then he goes into this riff. So after that last That note is just the 9th fret of the B string. And then we go into this. Again, try. That, you're just doing a little blues bend right there. You're going from that same bend, you're picking up that same place right there. You're going from the 11th to the 13th on the G. Many ways you can do that little bend, but you're going to go right here to the 9th fret of the B. Then back to that same note again that we've been on forever. And then you're going to go to the 9th fret of that G string, okay? Doing that like a little half step bend right there on the same note that we've been on forever, which is the 11th fret of the G string. So hit this. So at that little bend, you're gonna come right there, 9th fret of the G string, to the 11th fret of the D string. Okay. Back to the 9th fret of the G string. Same kind of riff as before. Okay, so you're going to bend this. Same riff as before. Bluesy, whole step to 9th fret on the B to the E. Back to the B on the 9th fret. All right, I'm just repeating the riffs while you guys are working on it. You don't have to stop the video. You can just check out what I just did. So here we go. And back to the B on the 9th. All right. Then this is the next big riff that comes out. Very important. Okay, that's a whole step bend. Take your time and it's not this. It's not just a straight bend. You've got to bend up slow and put the vibrato on that, okay? When you get to the top, hit it, pluck it again, and decrease back to pitch, okay? See that what I did? All right, so that's that particular sound would be. And you're just bending from 12th to 14th on the high E. See, my index finger is just going on the 9th fret and it's getting the E, high E, the B, and the G. Put a little syncopation in that. Now I listened to the record as close as I could to get this. There's a lot going on there, but I think pretty sure these are the notes for this part. The 9th fret, you're at the 9th fret of the G string. 11th fret of the D to the 11th fret of the A. 9th fret again of the D string. See that riff? Your fingers got to sort of skip over those strings right there. Back to the 9th fret, 11th fret of the D. You're just playing around right there on the G string from the 9th to the 11th fret. And the rhythm of that varies a little bit. You can do it quicker or pretty much the same. You know. Now here's the last part of the solo. Okay, so let's you're going to go back from 9 to 11 on the G. Slide into that 13th fret from the 11 to 13, skipping to 12. See that? Now, see? Very important what I'm going to say to you guys right here. You got to put vibrato on those notes, guys. That's not the way it goes. You're coming back to the 11th fret on the G. You're going between the 9th and the 11th again on that G string, and I would slide that up that whole or down the whole step right there to the 8th fret. Now you're going in between the 8th and the 9th on the G. All this is on the G string. Okay, so you're going to go back to the 9th, slide into the 11th on the G string. Okay, so I'm going to show you the end part of that. Slide from 9 to 11. That's your second part of that. You're sliding back to the 9th fret, and you're going in between the 9th and the 8th fret again. All right. See? Right there, that's your, when you slide back up here, you can see what fret. Just holding a note for you guys, okay? 6th fret. See that? All right. One more time. All right, so there you go. That is Choosey Lover, Ernie Isley, like you never heard it before. All right, right here on the Mind for Life. And once again, pay attention to your bends. Make sure you're taking your time, even within the time of the song, to get the vibrato in and ascend to your pitch in the most soulful, bluesy type way as you can. All right. Okay, a mind for life. Thanks for coming. Peace out.